We all know someone who has worked a minimum wage job, or you yourself have done so. The two things we can take away from these jobs are the very, very low pay rate, and the work itself is just not worth $7.25 an hour. Hi, my name is Mahad Ahmad, and I've been working minimum wage jobs since I was about 15 years old. I'm currently 19 years old, and I work at Old Navy, a clothing retail store that only pays a couple bucks above minimum wage. The minimum wage is something that affects a large part of the United States and should be increased simply because it is not enough for the American people to sustain a life above poverty. The benefits of increasing minimum wage are a healthy boost for the economy, a decrease in poverty, and an increase in worker productivity. Some might say increasing the minimum wage is bad for the economy, but that is simply just not true. Increasing minimum wage causes consumer spending to rise, which in turn fuels the economy. A study by Doug Hall and David Cooper estimated that a $2.55 raise in the minimum wage would increase the earnings of low-wage workers by $40 billion, a result in high GDP and employment. A raise in minimum wage mostly affects those who are low-wage workers, and those are the people that put more of their additional income back into the economy. In basic terms, an increase of minimum wage will result in a healthy boost for the economy because workers will have more additional income to spend on services and goods. Now, after hearing one of the major benefits of increasing minimum wage, you begin to think, are there any more? The answer is yes. I would like to discuss those, but the next topic we would talk about is how increasing minimum wage will also decrease poverty. When people hear poverty, they often associate it with homelessness, which is just not true. To fall under the category of poverty, a single person household has to make less than $12,706 a year. And for an 8-person household, they would have to make less than $44,000 per year. By increasing the minimum wage, someone with a single household working full-time at minimum wage would only get a 20% increase at their yearly income, which is only $15,200 total. According to the 2014 Congressional Budget Office report, increasing minimum wage to $9 would lift 300,000 people out of poverty, and increasing from $7.25 to $10.10 would take out 900,000 people out of poverty. Now we can understand that even a little bump from $7.25 to $10.10 will take out 900,000 people out of poverty. By this little shift, we can help a lot of Americans gain a better financial standing. Now, to the people who are against the rise of minimum wage, think how this will change the life of everyday Americans for the better, even people around you. If you were getting paid $7.25 at work, you might not put in your best effort. People often say, I can find another minimum wage job, or I don't get paid enough for this. Now, if you were getting paid $10.10 to do something that you were getting paid $7.25 for, you will definitely be putting in more effort, which in turn causes the turnover rates of laborers to end up decreasing. A 2014 survey found that 53% of small business owners believe that with a higher minimum wage, businesses would benefit from lower employee turnover and increased productivity, which results in higher customer satisfaction. This brings me to the end of my speech. As you all have just listened through the reasons why increasing minimum wage helps the economy grow, decreases poverty, and increases worker productivity. The purpose of this speech was to persuade the audience that the minimum wage in the US is not enough and should be increased. How would you feel for getting paid $7.25 an hour for a job that you know is worth way more and doesn't even keep up with inflation? At the end of the day, we all know people that are struggling due to this minimum wage. But by raising the minimum wage, we can make a positive difference in the people around us. Thank you.